Here we are. Here it is.
All right. Well, welcome to this week's podcast.
Good job.
And
As we break the set.
so I'm your host this week, Christian LaPrade, and with me I got William Dillon, the lunchbox. We got old man me over there, Remington Stokes.
Man meat.
We got Sawyer and we got Drew. And if you don't know, actually, Sawyer's Drew's little brother. Those of you watching at home.
It's a family show.
It is. It's stuff.
Number one show on late night. Number one show on late night.
But
Saturday night, kind of live.
kind of live.
Saturday nights for the
Kinda
boys.
live.
Saturday nights for
So therefore.
the boys.
Saturday nights are for the boys.
They are. If there's one thing
Is it
we
really
learned
awkward to
at
open beer
H2O,
like
it's
this?
that Saturday night is for the boys.
Yep. There's one universal law. Saturday nights are for the boys, and well, no, there's two. And Wednesday is
Drew's already cracking open a cold one
Yeah.
with the boys.
Wednesdays.
the other one is it's Wednesday, my dude.
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
So I figured we'd start this podcast off with something relative and pretty cool. I was going to talk about Mr. Musk's adventures this past couple of weeks, launching Teslas into space and whatnot. So
It was a highlight of my week.
yeah, I figured we'd get you in on this because you probably know more about the whole thing than any of us because I haven't done a whole lot of research on it.
Yeah.
But so yeah, how was that? I haven't even seen the footage.
Oh, it was awesome. They had launched what's called Falcon Heavy, which is they're just basically doing more tests and stuff. But part of the payload was they sent a Tesla Roadster into space, like Elon Musk's personal Tesla Roadster, like the first gen, the old one, before Tesla was even big. And so now there's somewhere out in space, away from Earth, floating, is a Tesla Roadster with a fake spaceman driving.
You think
While
it's a
it's-
fake spaceman.
You think it is.
Secretly Elon
the
Musk.
It's the off-brand steak.
with David Bowie's Space Oddity playing on the radio. The screen says "Don't panic." In the glove box is a towel, because you can't forget your towel when you're space traveling. You just can't. And then there's a copy of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Okay, my question is, you said there's music playing on the stereo?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's the vacuum of space. How's anyone hearing music?
Doesn't matter.
No.
Doesn't matter.
You could hear it. They actually have footage of when it was leaving. It's still kind of in the atmosphere. You could hear the music playing because they turned the volume all the fucking way up when they launched it. So there's actually footage of it like floating through space, and you see the Earth, and like you can hear David Bowie's Space Oddity playing in the background.
That's perfect.
Fantastic.
That's called a movie intro right there.
The thing is, I'm really hoping that another life form out there finds that, and they're like, we don't know where this came from, but they're pretty cool. What is
I
this?
feel like that's the opposite of what's
They already
gonna happen.
figured out the answer to the universe.
They're gonna be
They
like,
put the
what is
book
this
in
David Bowie?
They put the book in the glove box.
Yeah.
I feel like they're like,
Yeah,
these
all the answers
motherfuckers,
to
we're
the
not going
universe.
over there. Just stick that planet.
Not gonna have anything to do with just because of that.
Dude, SpaceX has been doing a lot of gnarly stuff lately.
They have.
Elon Musk is
And they had the,
really...
They actually had a
shit
booster
together.
fail landing because SpaceX, they're having their Falcon
Their
Falcon craft are supposed to land.
You can't take him anywhere.
Sorry. Tank.
Did anybody
did
see
it
the
once
intro to
for
the
rockets.
Olympics this year
No.
in Korea? So Intel
I heard the news about Korea, but I didn't see anything. About it.
Intel put on a drone show with like 1,200 drones,
Oh,
and
nice.
so they have this whole computer software where basically they'll come up with a 3D rendering of something, and the drones are programmed to take place of the pixels in the rendering, and that's how it's programmed to like set it up in the sky and fly.
Oh, that's cool.
And they have enough like LEDs on board to go through like a 6,000 color combination, so they can almost do like anything.
Yeah.
And they did like a giant snowboarder in the sky, like doing like a couple of moves on a snowboard or whatever, and
They
then
did the
had,
Olympic rings.
they did like the Olympic rings and everything, but it's like to a huge scale.
It's like the size of the stadium. Probably,
It's above the stadium and it's massive, and it reminded me. I hate to sound like a nerd here, but in the fourth Harry Potter movie, when they go to the
here he
Quidditch.
goes.
Here we go.
Look, there are plenty of people out there,
I know what
and
you're
I'm
talking
sure we
about.
have plenty
I know what you're
of
talking about.
plenty of viewers that'll support me on my love of Harry Potter. So you can
World
suck it.
Cup.
At the World Cup, when the Irish come in, and there's like they fly in, and then there's just like a giant magical leprechaun like dancing in the sky. And as a kid, when that movie first came out, even when I read that as a book, I was like, that's so cool. Magic is awesome. And now we're at the point now where we have the technology, we can do that in real life with drones. So that just really blew my mind away to see that. So Intel, they're doing big things.
Good job, Intel.
and
Good
they're apparently planning on using the drones eventually for like search and rescue and a bunch of other stuff, putting like cameras on them, and so
Hopefully
Tony-
that actually comes to fruition.
yeah,
Until Skynet takes over all the drones.
yeah.
Well, that's why you program in. When we start doing AIs, we have to observe the laws of AI.
Yeah, we can't
Not
give him too
harm
much
human.
no personality.
We saw how that worked with I Am Legend.
That's I Am Legend.
Yeah.
That's a Will Smith movie. We don't count that.
I don't know, man. It's possible. What?
You mean iRobot?
Yeah.
You mean iRobot?
iRobot?
Yeah.
Did I say I Am Legend? I Am Legend.
Yeah.
Was
Yeah, that was the zombie movie.
that was the
That's what I was
zombie
Either way,
thing.
iRobot.
I apologize.
Either way,
iRobot.
Will Smith
It
movies.
was in the same Will Smith time frame when he was doing all the movies that started with I.
All the movies.
All the movies.
iRobot, the new Apple
Will
product.
Smith's in every movie.
No, he's not.
Every movie.
He is. You just don't realize
You
it.
just don't realize it. He's
Did
in
you
the-
see where he did? All right, so his son, what's his name, Jaden?
Yes.
He put out like a new rap single and did like a music video for it.
And he makes fun of his
His
son.
dad did a mock
Yes.
music video of his son's music video, and it was like really cheesy. And like half the music video takes place with like Jaden getting out of like some sports car or something, and it's Will Smith getting out of like his family sedan with the same song playing, and he's trying to act like hip and all cool, but he's
Boom.
he's
Yes.
like 50 years old now, and he posted on Instagram, and it was pretty funny.
It was for his kid's birthday, I think. It was
Yeah.
making fun of him. But it
That's
was
the
for his
kind of dad
birthday.
I want, like a dad that's gonna roast me on the internet.
I mean, his dad is the freshest prince of
He
all
really
the
is.
princes.
I guess he had to prove a point that
West
he still got
Philadelphia,
it.
born and raised.
Well, playground is where I spent most of my days.
We're not starting this.
Chilling up, relaxing, all cool,
No,
shooting some
moving on.
b-ball outside of my school.
Next question.
When a couple of guys, they were up to no good.
Started making trouble in my neighborhood.
Got one little fight. My mom got scared.
Said you're moving with your auntie and uncle in Bel Air.
You guys want to waste any more of my time?
I don't know. Still got a ways to go.
Still the
on this
greatest
podcast.
thing Will Smith ever did.
We still got like a half hour of this podcast to go. We got plenty of your time to waste.
Yeah.
What are you doing? What else were we going to talk about? There was, oh yeah, the new Deadpool movie.
That new trailer.
That trailer was pretty dope.
Yeah, it
I'm
was.
pretty excited for that.
What is his name? Cable.
Yep.
Yeah.
I always thought. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I always thought his name was Cabal.
Cabal.
Maybe that's
Cabal.
maybe
This
that's
is not Destiny.
I was about yeah. I was about to say maybe that's just too much Destiny talking, but
Cable's one of my favorite Marvel heroes. I love him.
Oh, yeah.
the whole cyborg arm and shit that's sick.
It's actually a virus in the comics.
Is it?
That's why it has partial mechanic.
Does he have
It's the
SIVA?
Techno-organic virus.
Since
SIVA
we're
before it became a thing. He did it first.
Uh,
So like it's taking over his body. He fights it with his telekinetic powers.
Hey, there's a poster. We can talk about that shit. We can talk about Destiny here.
When are we going to do a Destiny video? That needs to be a thing. Like, we need to get you and Sawyer and, like, 2 other people that are good at the game, probably Drew,
Oh
and, like,
God.
not me,
Leviathan raid.
and do a raid.
I'm good at the game. I played on PlayStation.
that raid.
And
That's your fault.
haven't-
That's because you're a fucking filthy casual.
I haven't played it
You're
in a while.
filthy casual.
That raid killed me. It took me, I don't know how many times. I've done every single part with anybody I could find. I've done every single part. I completed it except for the final part. And
So
I did
not
it all
every part?
without finishing it.
You usually look for looking for group on Xbox, don't you?
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
So you gotta
Gotta
get
do
a
it with a
team.
clan.
Yeah.
Gotta
You
have
gotta
a
get a
good
team.
clan.
I don't know.
There's subreddits for that.
It's like when we try to pull in randos for heists on GTA, and it just doesn't work out because they don't even know what they're supposed to be doing or where
And you
they're
can't
supposed to be
can't
going.
communicate with them.
No.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know what I'm doing half the time.
Well, I mean, you still beat it. You still got
Yeah?
Destiny is the first-person shooter that anyone can be good at. It really is.
Take
I'd
Max
still
for an
probably
example.
Because the
average at it.
hitbox is so large. I mean,
Destiny 1 it's easier to be better than it is in Destiny 2. Destiny 2 they made it a
Definitely.
little bit harder, but
the supers,
Still pretty easy.
the supers of Destiny 2 are what made that a lot
Pretty.
harder for me. Because you have like a super that lasts a while now instead of just one. Like
well, you did in Destiny 1 too. You just had to have the DLCs or play a specific class.
Right. The real question is, though, when are we going to play this game?
fuck me up, fam. I don't know if anyone can live to tell the tale of that game. I keep looking at it.
Yeah, the
and
more I look at that
I
board,
cringe every time.
I don't know if we're going to survive playing it.
If we do teams of 2,
Yeah.
we'll probably have to. We'll make it through with teams of 2 probably.
So for the viewers at home, we actually we sat here one night and decided we were going to make our own board game, and this is the Stuff and Things official board game that hopefully is going to spawn into the Stuff and Things official game show, where we're going to have contestants come on and,
It's official.
embarrass themselves on the
No,
internet.
you don't want to play that.
Nobody wants to
Nah,
volunteer.
I know.
This
Nah.
is exactly like the Hunger Games. You don't want to volunteer.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, look right behind your head. Oh, shot.
Yeah?
Shot. There's cards that say take a shot.
Oh, yeah.
There's the
Beer
brown
chug.
ones are 2 shots.
I was
There's
here-
chug beers.
I was here for the painting. That's about it.
There's a couple of squares
Golden
that
shower.
Golden shower, my favorite.
I heard about that.
lose an
Golden
arm.
shower, ladies
Lose
and
an
gentlemen.
arm.
Yeah, losing
Lose an
arms
arm.
always an option. If you lose both arms, you got to play the game without any arms,
Yeah,
and you got to roll dice
fuck me
with
up,
no
man.
arms.
Put
So
it in
you,
your
don't, so you want me to put some dice in my mouth, and then you're gonna hold
Doesn't
them?
have to
I
be
would
your
help
mouth.
you put my dice in
You
your
can use your foot. You can use your butt if you're real clever.
I don't want to play.
Just wait till it's an actual game show and we've got you bobbing for turkey legs or something.
I ain't bobbing for turkey legs.
Well, you don't get a say.
I do get a say.
No,
This is
once you're on the
America.
show, you're
Then you
contested.
lose.
That's you lose the game.
Then you're a
well.
fucking loser. We can call you a loser for the rest of your life.
I don't care.
You lost.
You're just
Let the
not ready
record
for this,
show
are you?
Remington is completely okay with being called a loser
Yep. Don't
The
give a
rest of
fuck.
his life.
No cares.
Man meat is the loser.
Man,
Man
meat,
meat
equals loser.
Loser.
Man meat.
She was looking kind of dumb with her finger and her thumb in the shape of an L.
on her forehead.
While the years start coming, it all stops coming.
Oh God.
So, I was talking to Will earlier, and I think we should take a little bit of time on this podcast to actually explain, to some small extent,
I
what
feel we just threw people into the deep
what
end
Stuff
of
of
what
Things
are.
is and what it's going to be. Because we really haven't explained anything up to this point.
It's
except-
wild.
Yeah, except that it's wild. But we've got the podcast here, and we're hoping to expand to some point to some other shows. We got the Remy vlog, which is my personal favorite.
So great.
There's
It's
nothing-
just all your greatest moments, but we're fortunate enough to see
It's not all.
every time we're with you.
yeah, we've missed a lot of
Sometimes
good ones.
You miss it out. You just gotta be there.
Yeah,
You just got to be there.
Help.
Well, now, help,
You were there for that one.
help, help.
Help.
I completely forgot about that until I saw the video.
I did too, because we
I
were
was
going back
like,
through the
oh my
camera, and I was
gosh.
like, what footage is even on here? And I was just like scrolling through and like skipping like a couple minutes at a time, and then it gets to the part where you fall off the couch, and me and Steven just lost it.
I forgot you had the camera right there.
You were the one that was because remember at one point you like grabbed the camera and you were trying to record.
I don't remember that.
You were trying to you were like zooming in on people's faces, and then like the camera was falling all over the place and shaking, and you just laying on the floor
I
like-
don't remember
for like a good 20 minutes. That's all you did.
I laid on the floor.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you couldn't get back in the couch.
Oh my gosh.
We would put you back in the love seat, and then you would
Squirt
slowly
couch.
you would do this, and then you just fall out of the couch again. It was
Okay.
beautiful, graceful.
All right.
Squirt couch is a little too slippery for the Remy boy.
I nominated you for an Emmy for that shit.
Yeah, that was better than the Leonardo DiCaprio trying to get into a Lambo scene. Who are
Fucking
you calling?
Oscar
I'm not
material.
calling anybody. Hello. Oh, we're filming right now.
Is that
We're on set.
is that McGill?
Is that AJ?
Is that McGill?
Have we started drinking yet?
Have we started drinking yet?
Have they started drinking yet? Or
There's
have I started
kinda.
drinking yet?
Kind
I'm like
very.
3/4 in.
We need
Yes.
more beer.
Beer.
I've got a coffee
I've
cup full of
started.
Kool-Aid.
Wow.
I can eat my phone.
Sawyer can eat his phone. How
somebody
rude of
go
you
to
to take a
AJ's house?
call on business, Remington.
Yeah.
We
Somebody
have
go
to
to.
cut this out just because you. Come on.
Hey,
What?
somebody go to.
No, we're not cutting this shit.
No, this is leave it in there.
Nobody really showed up, so everyone that we have here is on set right now, and they're all looking at me because I'm ruining the show. You can
I'll throw a
do
beer bottle at you.
it. It's not that far away. It's right down the road.
Tell him we need
He
him.
wants someone to go to his house and get the beer,
Wants someone to go get to his house and get the beer.
so that he doesn't have to go out of the way to go get it because he coming here.
It's 5 minutes down the road, AJ.
Drew, why are you telling me this? I already know.
Tell him.
AJ, this said negative Ghost Rider.
Tell him after we shoot the podcast, we can make that happen.
Do you believe in love after love?
I can feel so inside yourself.
The Four Locos gone.
It's now holding the
Apparently, we had some 151 left.
There's a Mangarita.
Yeah, there's also that Mangarita you could drink.
There's like 2 root beers left.
Okay.
Bunch of girl beer. Well, the
I
root beer,
wanted a girl beer yesterday. All right, shut the fuck
root
up.
beer. Well, root beer's okay. Mangarita, that's a whole nother story.
That's just white trash girly.
But back to Elon Musk.
You like my Margarita?
Guys, those VTOL rockets are nuts.
That is true.
I have been watching multiple like attempts of them landing those rockets. Shit's nuts.
Yeah. Actually, one of them failed in the last launch. The main booster failed when it landed. If you watch the footage, you see it like a bright flash of cloud, and then it cuts.
Damn.
And they didn't say anything about the success or how many it landed, anything like that. You can't find any footage of the other one landing.
It's all top secret.
It's so
So-
wild to see rockets taking off and landing in the same like orientation.
I saw a video today of how many times they failed that landing.
Oh, I bet it's
Ridiculous.
hundreds.
I'm just glad we're back to this point in our like society where we're trying to send stuff into space again. Because
It had to take one millionaire motherfucker that wanted to do it. It's not
Yeah.
like U.S. government
I
stopped
don't-
funding NASA.
yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
this is what it was like for them back in the day when like
the space race.
yeah, like
This time we're
happening
going to
all over
Mars,
again.
gentlemen.
Oh, there's
Yeah, we're
Russia.
going to
Oh,
Mars.
wait a minute.
Well,
it's great though. We're getting to experience something pretty wild.
I feel there's going to be some crazy when we actually start going to space again to explore. I feel we're gonna,
You gonna be a fighter pilot?
dude. hell, I'm gonna be the best damn star pilot you ever saw.
I want to
Joker?
ride. Can I ride with you?
Please do. I need a co-pilot.
Okay, pilot to
He's pretty
co-pilot.
drunk. He can't
Co-pilot
co-pilot.
man meet.
Co-pilot man meet. I have a sticker on the side of the jet.
Inside the jet. I'm flying the Normandy. This is Mass Effect. It's about to be wild.
I never played Mass Effect.
You never played Mass Effect? Great game.
So good.
Always meant to, but I never did.
Great game.
I prepared to sink a shit ton of time into it, but it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if you want to play 1, 2, and 3, which is how you should.
One
heard that
is
they're very long.
rough because like as soon as you hit the what's the mothership, the Citadel.
Mhm.
Yeah, once you hit that ship, you spend so much time on it before you come back out. I think I spent like a total of 2 hours doing quest on there trying to leave. Shit was too much gameplay.
It's an extensive game.
Wow.
Takes some time.
RPGs, man,
Yeah.
every time.
Rocket projected grenades.
Rocket projected grenades. I think it's rocket propelled.
Same shit, different day.
Not really.
What day?
What
Rocket
yeah.
projected. It's a rocket. It's
Propelled, projected, either way it's
Rocket
going that way.
projected
It's
grenade.
go- it's going
the
whichever way you point it.
It's the projector being rocketed
Yeah.
into a grenade.
Yeah.
Is that what you're
Okay.
telling me?
Yeah,
So
pretty much.
they're-
Yeah, makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Projectile.
Makes sense to me.
So how bad do you think the new Venom movie is going to be?
Very generic and boring.
I didn't know it existed.
It is a Sony movie.
I haven't seen the trailer. I know it
Looks very
exists.
generic and boring.
Yeah.
It is a Sony movie.
I watched like 20 seconds of the trailer and I was already bored. I don't even think I finished it.
They should
Sony
only,
needs
like-
to give up all rights to Spider-Man. They have not made one good Spider-Man
Well,
movie.
if this tanks, they probably will. Because this is like the last attempt, really.
Other than I'll give the Amazing Spider-Man
Who made
credit
the last
because
Spider-Man
those
movie?
two were great. Well, the first one was good.
Yeah, Amazing Spider-Man 1 was good. 2 was...
Yeah.
My question is, with the new Venom movie, are they going to use like the Marvel Spider-Man?
I don't think Spider-Man fights Venom in this.
Is it just a Venom movie with just Venom?
Never even knows who the villain is. The villain hadn't even... Like, the information on the villain hadn't even come out. It's rumored to be Carnage, but...
See, they're just not giving me enough here to have any faith.
Venom
Yep.
versus Carnage.
Yeah.
That in itself is a wild movie.
Yeah. But it's Sony, so it'll be...
Terrible.
Shit.
It'll be a 2-hour
Toby
movie.
Maguire will be in
An
it.
hour and 45 minutes will be them being like, "Oh God, he's Venom. We got to do some shit about it." He's
Backstory
escaped
and
the
build up.
facility, and then 15 minutes of, "Oh look, there's Venom." And that'll probably be it. That'll probably be the end of the movie.
Well, I mean,
I'm calling it now.
it is a Sony movie.
There you go.
It's almost as bad as Fox.
But I wouldn't have to
At
worry
least-
about that.
At least they
Yeah.
gave up.
Yeah, at least they were like, here, take the rights.
Take it all. We can't do anything right with it. Just let Marvel have its
We
day.
took the power. We couldn't handle it.
More like Disney opened his checkbook and was like, "How much you want?"
You terrible. at
Have you
this.
noticed Disney is buying every major franchise?
They're making them a monopoly.
I mean,
Can't.
Yeah.
Like, there's gonna be like that one place they're not gonna be able to buy. And they're
It
like,
all started with Pirates of the Caribbean. I mean,
is Disney just playing Monopoly with us?
Yeah.
They're just putting houses
just get-
everywhere.
They're just like, What you want? I want this. Like, I want it.
They've already
Disney
got
prints
they've already
their
got
own money at this
Boardwalk
point.
and Park
They don't need
Place.
to do anything.
They'll never get Pornhub.
Disney.
They'll never get.
They'll never get Boardwalk.
Give,
They walk into Pornhub with a $2 million check. I guarantee you, Pornhub would be like, all right.
There's some conflict of interest there.
Mickey Mouse.
How you don't jerk off to Mickey Mouse? Well, I mean, most people don't.
There's
Apparently
no,
we might
there's no
be.
king shaming here.
No king shaming
king
here on
shaming.
stuff and things.
never.
Do you jerk off to Mickey Mouse?
King shaming's my king
Not on
shaming.
purpose.
Not on purpose.
How about Goofy, or Minnie, or Donald Duck? You're a Donald Duck fan?
Nope.
I can't.
I'm a Minnie fan myself.
I can't
Pretty
get
hot.
into the Donald Duck because the more I listen to him, the more he just turns into Doug.
I just feel like, yep. I just feel like I'm listening to Greg Parsons. Or,
I feel like if I just heard like Donald Duck speaking in like a black screen, all I hear was like him choking on a chode. Like that's all I would hear.
Wow.
How does that sound? What does that even sound like?
sounds like Donald Duck, apparently. Donald Duck is choking on a chode. That's how he makes that sound.
Maybe that's how they do it in the studio.
We need a secretary.
More coffee,
That's what I'm saying. We need a secretary.
I just don't know
fresh
about-
pots.
Fans out there, we need a secretary.
Anybody looking for a job
We're
that
taking
doesn't pay?
applications.
That does, you get paid with our wonderful company.
You
and
get
You
humor.
get paid by entertainment.
You get paid in man meat.
You get paid at man meat.
I think that's considered sexual harassment.
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
you said it. So if it's a gay man who applies, it's all on you.
I quit.
You offered.
I quit.
Anybody else out there?
I don't
looking-
care. I just want somebody to fill my coffee cup up
I
when it's
care.
empty.
I think we need more like production and editing assistants before we need like an actual.
No, we
coffee
need a
assistant.
secretary.
We need
We need a secretary.
We need a coffee
assistant.
assistant.
Okay,
before
right
we need
now, would you rather have coffee or editing assistants?
probably an editing
At this
assistant.
very moment,
At this very moment.
At this very moment,
I want coffee.
I want some food. That's what I want at this very moment.
There's
Give me a secretary to cook me some.
Wait,
give
where'd
me
that
fucking
Cheeto
sandwich.
go?
Also, there was some Cheetos.
There was a
mac and
Cheeto.
Cheetos.
I don't know
let
where
the
it
footage
went.
show.
Cheetos.
You know what happened.
Rip sound man.
Well, gone.
Rip. Well,
Oh well, hopefully everything's still running.
It's a family affair.
you hope.
Yeah, one can only
him.
hope.
He probably tripped on a cable, fell face first, and was like,
Okay, just go upstairs.
"Yeah, done."
Your roof's probably on fire.
Can we talk about this?
It's
Yeah,
Kool-Aid.
We've already talked about it with Drew before.
It's Kool-Aid.
I think my grandma just kind of.
I was about to
Put
say
the
this
Kool-Aid
is Drew and Sawyer's grandma's doing.
I like that she labels things. It makes life easier. Maybe your grandma could be our secretary.
You definitely can't tell me though that don't look like some sketchy stuff. Like you really think that's Kool-Aid? I mean it is Kool-Aid, but
Walmart brand.
At first we thought it was a trap set by Max. So, like,
honestly.
I was like, this isn't because it was orange. And I
It's
was
Too
too
like,
good
good
to
the
be-
label if it was him though. I'm pretty sure that the kids.
Well, I looked at the writing and I was like, the writing's too neat. But still, like this sketch all day sketch.
She forgot the dash.
She put it on both sides.
Yep.
She labels everything. Like there's a butter tub in there, like that we just emptied out, and like half of our Tupperware used to be butter tub, and it's just like taco meat.
Oh, there it goes.
There it is.
My
Done
bad.
did it.
destroyed.
Done.
There is
Stephanie
so
Howard.
much
Done.
vape
That's
on this
We're
set.
done.
Delete the channel.
All right,
It's all over.
send it.
Cut.
Send it. Nuke
Cut.
it. Nuke it.
You drop.
We're over. We're done. Done here.
What did you
And
drop?
welcome back.
And welcome back.
We fixed the set.
Stuff and things. We didn't fix shit.
We didn't do anything.
We said YOLO.
Hey, we ain't
Fucking send
found
it.
shit.
This is comb the desert.
Nothing.
Have you found anything?
Hey, we ain't found shit.
I love that movie so much.
I've got that. movie
Remington,
over
what
there.
are you doing?
I need to watch these movies.
I
Spaceballs.
found a dart.
That's a movie I need to watch. Apparently,
That's
people
what the
say-
reference we were making was
Spaceballs?
Spaceballs.
I've
Yeah.
never seen that movie.
It's
And
over
I-
there.
Well, every time we try to show you a movie, you're not allowed to watch it with
Yeah,
us.
I know,
It's
right?
freaking
'Cause-
Dick Cheese McGee's coming down here. Just,
Dick
you know.
Cheese McGee.
Dick Cheese McGee.
Oh my goodness.
We tried to get him to watch Bandcamp, and your mom was like, no.
Our sound man actually came back.
Everybody just awkwardly stare at Max.
Sound man.
Got them thin
Our sound
ones.
man left.
What is that?
What's in that?
What is that?
Toss me them thin mints. I want some thin mints.
There's some Thin Mints?
Oh, boy, he's my brother.
He's your brother, but he threw them to me.
He threw him to the center of the couch, motherfucker.
But I caught him.
Motherfucker.
Favoritism.
But I caught him.
This is
Out of the table. I ain't fucking scared.
this is what it's called. This is what it's. I'm just gonna steal it.
Hit him with the lightsaber.
I
Fight
gave
to
you
the death.
conversation hearts. Give me one of them.
I'll give you.
Is that root beer?
Alcohol. Yes.
Ah,
Where are those candy hearts?
I gave you thrilling conversation.
Let me get some of those.
I know.
Sharing snacks, sharing stuff and things.
I didn't think I'd ever like candy hearts again.
I've eaten so many candy hearts in my life, and I still enjoy them.
I need to not eat in general.
Conversation hearts are trash.
You want
I mean, the
Shut
conversation
your goddamn whore mouth.
the conversation's pretty terrible, but the candy's not
Did our
bad.
sound man leave again?
Yep.
Oh well. This is good news.
I don't even know what these say. Like, these are like the shittiest ones I've ever seen. Like,
Doesn't matter.
It says suck my ass.
this one says Yowza. Like Yowza.
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 You
How
heard
is
of
that still a like
Man.
relevant flirting term?
Yowza.
These candies are not how
Say
You
all of those and you use finger guns when you say it. They all make sense then.
to pick up a girl in the late 80s.
What now?
That is so cool.
Like, what man? What are you looking at me for?
I think you made a good bucket.
But since we all had Thin Mints, what's everyone's favorite Girl Scout cookie?
Thin Mint.
This
Is
is
it
the
Thin
only
Mint?
one I've ever
No.
had in my life.
What?
The one.
I've never had any.
I
other
haven't.
kind.
I still haven't. Nobody's even handed me a Thin
Respect
Mint.
to the lemonades.
No. What's the one? The
lemonades.
You see, my life
Or the
is very
caramel delights.
enclosed.
They're like. Maybe that's it. They're like brown and they have like chocolate drizzle on them.
Yup. Caramel
What's
delights.
the peanut butter ones?
I know they're like peanut butter fudge or some shit like that. They good.
They were pretty
Peanut
good.
butter.
Yeah.
Anything with
I
peanut
mean,
butter.
let's be honest, any Girl Scout cookie's good.
Somebody hand me a Thin Mint before you eat
No.
small.
Like the whole container's gone. Alright.
Oh,
There's two.
All right.
What?
big.
Huh?
This
Oh,
sig- I don't know if it's just
Max,
the quantity
brought
of the
10
Girl
minutes.
Scout cookies going down or the increase
Is Max
in
our
appetite.
secretary now?
We're out of Thin Mints.
I was gone for 5 seconds.
You're getting more Thin Mints.
I mean, you gave
There's like 5 of us.
you
I-
gave us the Thin Mints. It's your problem, not mine.
We need coffee.
I'm cooking up a surprise for you.
What is the surprise?
It's good.
I want it.
Is it
It's a
coffee?
bomb. It's a pipe bomb.
It's
Oh,
a
that's
pressure
what I
cooker
was
bomb.
talking about, too.
That's what it is.
All the other kids with the pump truck kick.
Better run, better run.
Outrun my IED.
Your IED.
That's fucked up.
Let me just throw that boy.
He's gonna kill us one of these days. We do need to start preparing for that.
Speaking
Kill him
of
first.
It never gets
speaking
easy.
of fucked up, I heard through the grapevine our show has already offended somebody.
Is it really?
Good.
Like who? What was their username?
I don't know the username.
Let's roast them.
I just heard through the grapevine.
Can we have like a roast section? Like a roast them?
I don't
roast? He says roast them.
know.
I don't know.
I don't want to offend anybody too much.
No, I don't. I'm not scared.
You're gonna offend somebody.
We're gonna
Always.
offend.
Remington doesn't get racist. We'll be alright.
Oh, and there he is. That guy's offended again.
We're gonna end up offending
shit.
everybody.
I didn't even do anything.
The thing is if you look at this show and you're taking us serious, you're watching the wrong
Have you seen
show.
the fucking set? Like, come on, people.
Have you seen the board game?
Have you seen? Yo, like, fuck me up, fam. What the
My
fuck?
name is Man Meat.
His name is Manny.
You cannot take a man seriously who's named Man Meat.